So thanks again, Jim Scott. We're going to go green flag racing here shortly. Looks like flagman is ready. Caution lights are out. We're going to go green flag racing. Coming out of turn number 4. Nate Hughes will bring him to the green. Austin Howes on his outside. Coming to the green. Rev it up. Here we go. Drag race down the front stretch, and we got the 41 and Nate Hughes. Takes the early race lead. And, Austin Howes is just not having a good handle there as he bounces it around. Oh, hard impact with the tire. Caution's definitely going to be coming out for the 46 of Dalton McKinney. Hard impact with the tire. Did not roll it over, thankfully, but ouch, that had to hurt. Safety crews on their way out to check with him. They're going to try it again out of turn number 4. Nate Hughes on your pole with Austin Howes on the outside. Unfortunately, Dalton McKinney will not be part of this race anymore as he had that impact. Green flag set to wave. Engines are up. Green is in the air. Drag race down the front stretch, and here we go. Hughes. Oh, we got Howes trying to battle the inside of Hughes. Howes and Hughes side by side for the lead. Howes is trying to battle it out and try to get it as Zach Vanderbeek is just waiting in the wings. Here he is at third. Howes on the inside, but Hughes gets a run on the top side. Takes the lead down the front stretch, and Vanderbeek is on the inside of Howes. Vanderbeek takes the inside run, gets the second position. Now he's going to look at Nate Hughes. Zach Vanderbeek now looking at Nate Hughes, and we got side by side for the third position between the 5 of Todd Shute and Austin Howes. Side by side in turn number 3, but Austin Howes is just not having the handle that he wants on that car. He's digging into the dirt. He's heading in the back in a hurry, but now we got a battle at the back of the pack as they're trying to swallow up Austin Howes. The 48 and the 20 are battling it out side by side in the back on the back stretch. Stretch a little bit, but the 20 is trying to, the 209, sorry, is trying to battle it with a 48J. 48J now looking at Austin Howes coming out of 4 side by side down the front stretch. Side by side down the front stretch into turn number 1. 48J looked to have it a little bit. High side tapped the wall, gets the momentum, still keeps it up and takes the position over Howes. That is Murray over Howes for that position. But your leader coming down the front stretch with a healthy lead is the 41 of Nate Hughes. Zach Vanderbeek chasing him down with Todd Shute also looking to make a run on the 33Z of Zach Vanderbeek. Todd Shute might have something for Vanderbeek coming down the backstretch. Into turn number 3. That is the closest chance for a battle right now. Todd Shute hits the high side, tries to gain a lot of momentum on him as he looks to chase him down. It looks like Zach Vanderbeek is good in turns 1 and 2, and Todd Shute is good in turns 3 and 4. 2 laps to go. Side by side for the second spot down the front stretch. Shute and Vanderbeek battling it out for the second position. Nate Hughes still your leader off onto the back stretch, but the battle is on for second between Vanderbeek and Shute. The 33Z of Vanderbeek is on the inside, and the 5 of Shute is on the outside. Shute, it might be pronounced Shut, but what I'm told. Still side by side. White flag is out for Nate Hughes. He's got a healthy lead over second place, but your battle is for the second spot. They are strung a little bit down front and back. Now into turn number 3. He's got one more chance to do it, but your winner off of the front stretch winner is Nate Hughes, and that second will be Zach Vanderbeek, and the 5 of Todd Shute. And the 48J of Jacob Murray over Austin Howes, and then Ron Verbeek will round out the field. But your winner, out of Webster City, Iowa, the number 41 of Nate Hughes. Talk about a road trip. We thought we had a long one. Oh, our pole sitter had a long road trip. Outside him will be the 10C of, guess who? Caden Carter. And his third run tonight in heat race action, now in a modified. A 21N of Ben Nading, Brandon Banks, Doug Rivera, and Bruce Hanford will round out the field as we come to the green. with Lance Mary leading the charge. Caden Carter looks to have an early race lead coming into turn 1. But California has the second spot. Lance Mary has second spot as we got a 3-car battle for the third position between Ben Nading, Brandon Banks, and I think that was the 61 of Bruce Hanford. Smoke coming out of Lance Mary's car. But it might be just fine as they're running very well. Still a 3-pack of cars running for that third position. Got the 21N of Ben Nading holding that third position. 61 of Bruce Hanford is sitting back there as well. I cannot quite tell what that 4th place car is right now. But I think it is the 22 of Brandon Banks. I think it is. That's because, yes it is. It is the 22 of Brandon Banks. Brandon might be looking on the inside. No, he bobbles it up, and that's going to give Bruce the chance to go down inside of Banks. Hanford inside of Banks as Banks takes it to the high side, tries to battle him off. Not going to. Well, there's a bobble by Hanford, but he holds on to it. He's going to take the position over Banks. Still some smoke pouring out of the 19 SB of Lance Mary. But your leader is still the 10C of Caden Carter. My goodness, he is on a tear from Sport Mod to Stock Car to Modified. I mean, you might as well, he's handing in the card, he's checking out, he's out of the hotel, he's gone. He's leaving. Healthy lead over the second place of Lance Mary. Third place is your 21N of Ben Nading, followed by Bruce Hanford, Brandon Banks, Doug Rivera, and who was that other car? I missed who that other car was. We might have more cars than what's on my sheet. Either way, Caden Carter is your leader. We have a late arrival. The 8C is not on my list. 2 to go for Caden Carter. 2 to go for Caden Carter in the 10C as he goes into turn number 1. Smoke rolling out of the 19 SB of Lance Mary out of Imperial, California. But he's got a healthy distance between him and Ben Nading. Ben Nading looks like he's going to have some trouble with the 61 side by side for the third position. Side by side between Nading and Hanford. White flag out for your 10C of Caden Carter. White flag with a healthy lead. He's going to have this barring any trouble. But the battle looks to be on as Hanford took over the third position. And now Brandon Banks looks like he's going to try and take the fourth position from Ben Nading. But your leader coming off a turn 4, checkers in the air. Caden Carter takes the win in heat race number 2. Second will go to Lance Mary. Third will be Bruce Hanford. The 21 of Nading holds off Brandon Banks for 4th. The 1R of Doug Rivera. And then whoever is in the 8C, who is not on my list, the 8C rounds out the field. Alrighty, inside row number 1 will be Chris Zog out of New Liberty, Iowa. Outside of him will be Scott Bryant in the number 2 slot. Inside row 2, Tyler Gross and Jared Fuller to his outside. Andrew Schroeder and Kyle Brown. Kyle Brown again in the 21K doing double duty. Another multiple class runner, Kyle Brown, rounding out the field. Looks like we're going to be coming to the green flag as Chris Zog leads them to the green. Engines rev up and we are underway in heat race number 3 for your modified. All right. 3 wide battle for the third position. Good run going. Looks like we're 4 wide down the backstretch. Hold on to it, boys. Thought better of it. Did not go 4 wide all the way to the corner. Chris Zog is your race leader. Chris Zog holding off a pack of wild dogs, it seems. The 49J of Tyler Gross trying to hold off the number 9 of Jared Fuller. Side-by-side battle between the 21K of Kyle Brown and the 02 of Schroeder. Kyle Brown takes the position over Schroeder into the 4th spot, but looks like we got a side-by-side battle for the second half. And still single phone now side-by-side into turn number 1. The 9 of Jared Fuller to the inside of the 49J of Tyler Gross. Now the 21K of Kyle Brown looks to the inside, thought better of it, but the high side run goes to Tyler Gross down the backstretch, and he's still on the high side, battling it out with the number 9 of Jared Fuller. Jared Fuller still trying to battle it back, but Kyle Brown's trying to battle the inside of Fuller. Oh, Fuller trying to go to the inside of Gross. They're all over the place here. Schroeder is now ahead. Schroeder is now ahead of Kyle Brown, and he looks like he might be battling it up with Jared Fuller here in a short minute. Your leader is still Chris Zog. Chris Zog with a healthy battle over of the Wild Pack. Kyle Brown looks to the inside of Schroeder. Coming down the backstretch, he took a peek. He might be thinking about another move on him as Schroeder takes a dive to the inside of Fuller. Goes back to the high side to build momentum. Fuller's looking at the 49 Jan Tyler Gross. Fuller's looking at Gross. Oh, we got a spinner in the backstretch. Oh, no. Caution will be coming out. Caution coming out. Smoke coming out of the 00 of Scott Bryant. Chris Zog laid him. Here we go. Revs come up and we're back underway. Drag race down the front stretch. Fuller's going to battle to the outside of Zog. Fuller to the outside of Zog. A pair of nines battling it out. We got three wide, little bit there in the back. And now they're all straightened out. The new race leader, Fuller. Jared Fuller in the number 9 out of Memphis, Missouri. Chris Zog holding on to the second spot as Fuller is now starting to set a checkout on the field. 2 to go this time by. Kyle Brown has made his way into the third spot, but Schroeder wants to battle it back with him. Actually, Kyle Brown might be making a move to take on the second position. White flag will be coming out this time by as Fuller now has the lead, held the lead down the front stretch. White flag in the air. Zog needs to hold off Kyle Brown for that second position. Now Schroeder slightly looks to the inside of Brown. Your leader, definitely a healthy race lead going through turns 3 and 4. Down the front stretch, look in the air. There's the checkers. Jared Fuller takes your heat race number 3 victory. Chris Zog, Kyle Brown, Schroeder, and the 49 of Tyler Gross will round out your field. But your winner out of Memphis, Missouri, give it up for the number 9 of Jared Fuller. The 00 of Scott Bryant. The 00 Scott Bryant is inside row 9, and Dalton McKinney in the 46. Outside of him is Dalton McKinney out there. I do not know. He might still be a scratch. The 8C of Chris Clark of Dixon, Wisconsin in the 8C. Now he's on my list. And Jared Fuller taking the back row challenge. Jared Fuller in the 9 taking the back row challenge. He was originally your pole sitter, taking the challenge. But Bruce Hanford is going to bring us to the green. Green flag is out, and the Thunder rolls down the front stretch. We got a drag race down into turn number 1. Bruce Hanford takes it into the turn number 1, takes the lead with Kyle Brown looking on his outside. Battle between the 41 and the 02. Schroeder and Hughes battling for second with, who is that in third trying to battle up? Todd Schutt is looking at the third place spot as well. 3 cars battling for third. Sorry, make that 3 cars battling for second. And the 21K of Kyle Brown, one of his metal pieces. Bree is in turn number 1 and 2. I can see it. Don't know if the officials see it though. But it is also way high up out of the groove, so I don't know if they're just going to let it go. Bruce Hanford is still your race leader, and Kyle Brown is also having more terrible luck as he's way out there. Jared Fuller is making headway already. He is already up to the mid-pack. He is already up to the mid-pack. Coming out of turn number 4, he is on a tear. Side by side with Zach Vanderbeek going into turn number 1. Leader still is the 61 of Bruce Hanford with Nate Hughes in second. Next battle is your next closest battle looks like it's going to be the battle for the 4th spot. Looks like the 10C of Caden Carter's looking like to come up that way. He's battling a side-by-side for fourth with it. Not shut. 19 SB pushes up the track a little bit to make a 3-wide dance for the momentarily for that third spot. And Kaden Carter's looking to come up. Caution is out. Caution is out. They found the debris. They noticed the debris in turn number 2. Out front, all by his lonesome, got Nate Hughes and Lance Mary out of Imperial, California, chasing him down. What do they have for him? Todd Shutt right back there, and Kaden Carter. Looking for the green coming out of turn number 4. Engines come up and the sound of thunder comes over the Southern Iowa Speedway. Green flag is back in the air. The 19 SB is bouncing all over the place, but he found something as he's going to try and make it 3 wide for the lead. Diving into the middle, takes the second spot away from Hughes. He's going to hit that high side. He's going to try to make it as Kaden Carter now hits the high side too. Here he comes. Look out as we got the 19 SB gunning in second, and the 10 Kaden Carter looking for the second spot as well. Going to hit the high side. The 19 jumps down low. Lance Berry coming on the inside of Kaden Carter. Found some on the high side and drove it down. Now we got Carter and Mary in battling for second. Hanford is still your leader. Now slightly strung out a little bit. Looks like Carter's going to try and battle for the lead on the inside of Hanford. Hanford's got to make the run on the high side. He does. Hanford holds off for the lead off of Carter. Carter's going to try and make another run. Kaden Carter pulling triple duty on the night. Field is strung out now. Next battle on track is actually, it's Jared Fuller is making his way up now. He's starting to make his way back a little bit, but he's trying to find something. He made a little ground, and now he's going to try to make a little more ground. He is side by side, coming out of turn 4, trying to battle it out with 17 and the 48, 3 wide into turn 1. 3 wide coming down now. He's going to make a run off the high side on the 17. 17A of Austin House. Now we're going to battle for the lead, shaping up, battle for the lead down the front stretch, side by side. Carter to the inside of Hanford. Hanford on the high side, going to try to make a run. Carter's going to try to slide him up. He doesn't make the slide, so Hanford makes the drive by him. Hanford holds on to the lead from Carter. And now Shutt and Mary are battling for third. Carter still wants that lead from Hanford. He's on the back bumper. Hits the high side, sees what he can do. Hits the cushion, dives it off. Doesn't get the run, unfortunately. And Mary just hit a run, lost ground to Shutt. Now there's a separation between second, third, and fourth. Battle for the lead shaping up again as we go drag racing down the front stretch. Give that time, it was Carter at the line. Carter got him at the line, but now Hanford's got to run off the high side. And Hanford doesn't quite have the run. Carter's got the edge going into turn number 3. He's got the position. New leader Carter. Kaden Carter takes his first confirmed lead lap into turn number 1. Now Hanford's going to try and battle back on him. Side by side as we go into turn number 1 is Zach Vanderbeek and Austin House 3 wide. For a moment there, Austin House went. Oh no, Jared Fuller spins it out on the backstretch. Something went wrong on the handling, and that thing in a hurry. Caution is out. Caution flies for the 9 of Fuller. Something went wrong with that car, and he started going backwards in a hurry, culminating to the point where he has spun out on the backstretch. On the front, all by his lonesome. Then we got Hanford and Shutt behind him, looking to try and get him. Coming out of turn number 4, revs pick up. Here we go, green flag racing once again. Carter takes a drive up the third corner, leads it well into turn number 1, and hits the high side. Eagle. Shutt now battling for the second spot with Hanford as look, where did Zog come from? Now he's in the position looking to take over the third spot. Zog battling it out with Hanford as there's another car back there battling it out. House, 17 to House is battling with them as well. House makes a dive between the 19 and the 9 to make a good run for the 4th position. Shot through the middle and in between Zog and Mary. 10th of Caden Carter, though, is on a tear. Now we got Austin Howes in the 4th position with Zog now making a run down the inside, but Howes is going to drive it out the top side. Side by side down into turn number 1 between Zog and Howes. For your 4th position, Hanford slides up the track now. Howes has to go underneath him to avoid contact and make a run for the 3rd spot, side by side. Dives it down into turn number 1. Dirt flying off the cars into the turn. Behind the pits. Gotta laugh at that sometimes. But your leader heading to the desk, hand him the card. He's checking out. He's gone. And then it's Shutt, who is now checked out from 3rd. Battle for 3rd is still raging up hot, though. Hanford trying to hold off Howes as Howes hits the high side, bobbles a bit. Now Zog is going to run down Howes. Zog to the inside of Howes at turn number 3. Not going to make that one stick. He's going to fall up behind him as the 19 SB and Marie is now hunting on Zog. Marie looks to try and get the drive off and get Zog down the backstretch as Zog goes for Howes going into turn number 3. He's on the inside. Inside there. Now Mary's going to go to the outside of Zog going down now side by side down the front stretch. Mary has the position. Our racer from Imperial, California now looks to the inside of Howes. Doesn't quite get there, but has made the position on Zog. Your leader is still, however, Caden Carter, who is now approaching lap traffic. Caden Carter, healthy separation between him and Shutt. Shutt, healthy separation between him and Hanford. Leader approaching lap traffic at turn number 3. They look to be on the low side, while as Caden looks to be on the high side, so he's going to be able to get by him. Caden Carter hits the high side, goes around the first lap car, putting the 1R of Doug Rivera a lap down. Next one to go a lap down will be the 8C of Chris Clark. Battle side by side right now between the 19 and the 17. Howes and Lance Marie. Caden Carter puts another car a lap down. The 8C goes a lap down as well. Currently still a battle for the 4th spot. The battle that's raging on right now. Howes is trying desperately to hold off Lance Marie. But Caden Carter is absolutely putting on a clinic. The second place car is on the flag stand now, whether Carter is in turn number 2. Caden Carter on the backstretch. We got side-by-side battle for the next position would be 19 and 17 still battling out. Lance Marie has gotten around Austin Howes. The 22 of Brandon Banks is taking it off the track. He's calling no joy for the field. And Caden Carter is still putting on a clinic. He is gone. The field is all stretching out across the field, across the whole half mile of the Southern Iowa Speedway. Caden Carter in turn number 1. Caden Carter now in turn number 1, whereas second is coming off of turn 4. Full straightaway advantage for Caden Carter over Todd Shutt. Now the 3rd place battle rages off between the 19 and the 61. Hanford trying to hold off Marie as Marie is on the inside. He's going to battle it out. Lance on the inside. Lance Marie's trying to battle it up with Hanford. 5 laps to go. I just overheard from the announcer. 5 laps to go, and you got lap traffic holding up your battle between Hanford and Marie. Now Austin House is back in this battle. What does he have for Marie? Austin House is going to try and get the run to drive up the inside of the 19. Caden Garner in turn number 1, clicking off another lap. Smooth sailing for Caden Garner. You can hear it in the throttle. A bobble out of Bruce Hanford as now the 19 is going to try to look on the inside of him. As they're putting the lap car down, now House is going to try to battle it up. Look out, he's on the inside of him. Doesn't quite have the run as the 19 is able to drive off the corner on the high side. Lap traffic definitely throwing a wrench in the works as people are trying to battle it out. High spot debris in turn number 1. Don't know what it is exactly, but it looks like it's floating away. Might not be sheet metal, I'm not sure. But your battle. Oh, Zog is now battling it out. 2 to go as Caden Carter takes the turn number 1, 2 to go. Zog is now to the inside of Austin House, trying to battle it out. Caden Carter, full straightaway advantage over the 5 of Todd Shutt. In turn number 4, he's coming onto the front stretch now. We'll see the white flag in the air. Turn the 10C of Caden Carter. As I said before, he's all packed up, heading to the checkout. He's gone. Hand him the card, he's leaving. Packed up on the trip, coming in through turn 3 and 4. Caden Carter's going to hit the front stretch, look up at the flagman, double checkers fly. Caden Carter will take the feature win in your IMCA Modifieds here at the Hammond Memorial. Second 5 of Todd Shutt, and here comes the battle for third as the 61 of Hanford holds off the 19 of Marie House, the 9 of Zog, the 41 of Nate Hughes, and then the rest of the field, there's the 8C of Clark and the 1R of Doug Rivera.
Here at the Southern Iowa Speedway, the Southern Iowa Fair going on. I want to thank you all for coming out and spending your Tuesday evening with us. Enjoy the rest of the fair. Out of his race car, ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice hand for Caden Carter!
Not so good.
Well, of all the races that you won, this has got to be one of the most special, right?
I already said it. I'm so happy.
Maybe we won the last one. Pretty cool. And all that. Pretty good turnout tonight. All the cars. Pretty good time. A lot of good race cars here tonight. You got $2,000 for winning, $250 for the halfway bonus, another $250 for the most laps led. I would say that's just a pretty doggone good night. And you can't complain about that. And thank you everyone 5 minutes from home. I just can't thank everybody that pitched in to help the long balls, make sure the race are good first like that. Because we all really appreciate it. Congratulations, Katie, great run. Thanks. I was kind of worried there's not going to be yellow today. About halfway through there, I lost brakes. So I had no brakes in the last 15 laps. Notice you were slowing down just a little bit towards the end there. You weren't entering the turns quite as hard, right? I was just keeping away from the fence and slowing down. They told me I'm pretty good at these, so I figured I was just going to try to teach someone. I didn't want to race my brakes, so I figured I'm trying to be all right. Say it worked out well for you. Ladies and gentlemen,